Good guys, my name is Lord Tomo here again with another Sonic the Hedgehog toy item collectible review. As you already know, I am Lord Tomo. We have the little blue here, good old Sonic the Hedgehog. He has Vaseline. No questions need to be asked. Let's get into the review. This is a, well, let's play around with the words here, shall we? It is a Sonic the Hedgehog wacky wobbler bobbly head babu. It's a wacky wobbler bobby head Knuckles, the echidna. So from the canon of the Sonic the Hedgehog series, it is the Knuckles version. I already had this like almost half a year ago already, and I did the Tails, I did the Sonic, and I figured I might as well do the Knuckles. The reason why I didn't necessarily want to do one after another was simply because, I don't know, to be honest, I wanted to mix things up. I saw an item. The way I normally review things, or the way I normally pick things based on the, my collection is whatever strikes my eyes initially when I get into my room and whatever. Boom, there you go. But anyway, let's get into the actual review itself. This is, as you can already imagine, Knuckles. You can already see what's inside it. Now, as per the name, let's take a look at the actual packaging of the actual figurine itself. Now, the box itself has a shade of predominantly reddish combination of orange. Now, it would be really hard to really tell based on the way it looks, but it is. I'll see if I can bring it in. You can tell it's kind of like it borderlines orange and red, but a light shade. Now, if you check out the Tails version of this, you'll see that that's more predominantly yellow, and of course the Sonic one is predominantly more blue, if I am not mistaken. So, to be directly honest with you, I do like that kind of differentiate. I do like that difference between all three of them, simply because it kind of gives it their own characteristics in the same way. Most Sonic packaging these days, or depending on which character, if it's a Knuckles it's blue, if it's a Tails it's blue, etc, etc. This kind of makes it unique in its own way, so I'm going to give it to him. It is made by the company of Funko, so you can check out their website www.funko.com. Pretty nice corporation that do make other funky heads. Obviously, I just collected the Sonic series out of the lot. Now, holding this actual item in the hand does have a sizable weight to it in comparison to the Sonic and the Tails. I did weigh it just to see if it was my own, I don't know, weakness, for the better of the word. But yeah, this does have a hefty more weight. So, obviously, it will be dependent on the actual casing itself and whatnot. But in the front, you just have predominantly what it is: wacky wobbler bobbly head from the Sonic the Hedgehog series, and it's Knuckles, the echidna. One of my favorite characters, actually, if not the one, next to Sonic, to be honest. Actually, on the side, you have another picture of Knuckles, the echidna. Awesome, like that pose. Same deal. In this, you can actually see more prominent the actual kind of reddish-orange feel to it. Pretty nice. At the back, you have a better picture of Knuckles, just kind of giving you the whole fist pump sort of action, which is always awesome. You have obviously what it is, Knuckles the echidna, and the company Funko. It's not recommended for children between 0 to 3. Yeah. On the side, it's exactly the same. On the bottom, it just has what it is. I'm guessing this is like the patch number, if you can really call it, JJL, whatever. So that's the manufacturer from over there, from St. Linthwood? No idea. Western Australia? I'm guessing that's an American state. That's the American number. And obviously that's the barcode. Top is exactly the same. So for the most part, the packaging is awesome. I actually quite like it, actually. Guys, obviously, if you don't like me talking about packaging, you can leave a comment for future, future sort of reviews. In the inside, there's absolutely nothing, and this is the actual general packaging itself. This is its actual backing. Nothing too overly crazy there. And it's held in kind of a asymmetrical, sort of weird, kind of plasticky thing. Interesting. So yeah, if you take it out, it comes out of there. Absolutely nothing. Just gonna put this over here. Now, it does come with a few things, and they are, he gets himself a face mask. Oh, it's got to look beautiful when presenting yourself to the camera. Ha ha ha. So that's that. And just because he has deadly fists of power, and it's actually sticky taped. What do you know? Give me a sec, guys. I'm just gonna remove the sticky tape out of the fists of power. which is actually posing quite the dilemma here. Where is my scalpel? Here we go. My scalpel. Time to. There we go. That's one of them, and this is posing more of a problem than I have initially anticipated. There we go. And that's the second one. Now, obviously, he's got an interesting pose here. If you can probably look, he's kind of leaning forward, which is to me quite odd in a way. I'm not a huge fan. It kind of looks like he's demented, like I'm special, you know. Okay, that's just making fun of the wrong people. But yeah, it's definitely a nice wobbly head to have, especially in the front. It looks impressive, to be directly honest. He actually looks pretty you know, awesome. But if you have it on the side, I don't know, it doesn't really give you that feel. It looks like he's too front heavy, to be honest. It's not actually front heavy when you stand it, it just looks front heavy from the sides, like his head's too big, which is obviously a theme of the, you know, wacky wobbler thing. You need to have a big head, which, you know, is ideally what it's there on, but I don't know, it's kind of off-putting. All the features that generally come with the knuckles, like the tails, superb, leather, even the details to the actual shoes themselves, very retro. It's not the modern knuckles, it's the retro knuckles, pretty awesome. The actual fists themselves, well sculpted. I was initially concerned when I first picked this up that the actual fist knuckles weren't going to be in proportion to the actual fist. By that, in proportion to the body, not by the head. But from the wacky wobbler side of things, the head always has to be big. It's not proportion to the actual, you know, original IP. But the fist, I was kind of like concerned. I wanted them to be as pointy as they are, which is awesome. You have obviously what it is, Knuckles' echidna, and you have Green Hill Zone, which pays homage to the original. And you have a blue kind of, I guess, interesting. At the very bottom, you just have a whole bunch of obviously a thing. Now the weight of this is in combination of the actual, the shoes themselves and the big head here, which kind of, if you look there, you can see the spring. Now this is definitely nice. If you're in a car, definitely a little thing. His head just bounces, kind of raves, kind of agrees with you, depending how fast you drive. If you crash into something, it's probably going to bounce that way. Say no. The I wouldn't say off-putting, kind of more of an observation than anything else. His eyes are purple, which plays obviously homage to the modern Knuckles, where his overall, you know, archetype, or kind of his overall design is predominantly retro, which, you know, I'm not going to complain. And that's his actual crescent, that's his crescent chest. His dreads are exactly well proportioned, absolutely love that. From his back, superb. From the sides, awesome. Just the only nitpick I have is just the small hunch that it has going. I do actually like this. When I first saw it in my local comic store, picked it up, no questions asked. I think I got it at the time for $15. I'm not entirely sure what they are now. I think I saw one for like $30, so the price looks like it's going up. Obviously, it doesn't help in comparison to the First for Figures version, which, to be honest, this is beautiful within itself. It truly is, to be directly honest with you. But the First for Figures one, not the statue. The statue is also going to, you know, outmark and you know, outdo the actual, you know, sculpts like this, of course, because it's, you know, top tier sort of stuff. But in comparison to the First for Figures actual miniature figurine, it kind of plays par and par. We'll do a review on that for sure, of course. But yeah, it's definitely a nice, you know, little wobbly head. So I think Funko, is that what it's called? Funko. I thank Funko for actually creating this, and, you know, obviously having this in my actual collection. You can actually see my webcam there. So yeah, you're looking for between $15 to anything up. It might be cost more, I'm not entirely sure. In terms of rarity, I haven't seen this for a long while, to be directly honest. Not even my comic store, and they tend to stock even old vintage stuff. So I'll probably maybe give this maybe 4.5 stars out of 10. Might go up, might go down, depending. To be directly honest, I haven't actively, you know, sought out how rare this is, you know, since I got it. You know, it goes in my collection. It's never going to part me. God forbid that it does, but it's never going to part me. So yeah, it's definitely a nice piece, to be directly honest. Definitely to have a nice collection, even if you're just a beginner collector, of course. You know, guys, tell me what you think, if you're impressed with this figurine, if you have one of your own, if there's anything I missed out, whatnot. But yeah, anyway, guys, thank you so I'm gonna put him up here. There we go. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching, and stay tuned for next week for another review, and midweek I'm going to do another comic review of sorts. So stay tuned if you're interested in that too. Anyway guys, take care and peace out and speed on.